Interest rates are going down. What should we be doing with your savings? Should we be putting them into, more property? Should we be paying down a mortgage quicker? Should we be buying shares? Should we be investing it elsewhere? Watch on and see what my answer is. Hey guys and girls, Nathan here, just reaching out. A lot of people, writing into me asking, what should I do with the interest rate savings? Interest rates going down, it could be quite considerable amount of money that you're saving each year. What should you do with those savings? Should we be putting them into, more assets? Should we be buying more properties? Should we be paying down debt? The GFD's here. What should I be doing with those savings? So good questions. I'm seeing a lot of advice out there, all these finance experts saying refinance your mortgage. Obviously they get more commissions and all that sort of stuff. I'm seeing people say, diversify, buy shares. There's no right or wrong answer. The best part about it is that you're getting extra money going in your pocket each week. Your cash flow's better. Probably the biggest thing we should be looking at is what is it going to add up for you? So interest rates, as of time of filming this, have come down 25 basis points. Each 0.25%, let's say you've got $1 million worth of debt, 0.25% would be $2,500 per year of savings. So currently with 3 of those reductions, you'd be looking at $7,500 a year savings. Should we be paying that against your principal? Should we be, investing that into shares? Should you be, saving up as the next deposit? Lots of different things. For me personally, I'm using that capital. I'm not paying down mortgages. My mortgages will do whatever they're going to do anyway. Most of my mortgages are on principal interest, just the way that the market has turned and they've gone principal and interest a few years ago. So for me, I don't try and pay extra off. Why would you want to pay extra off on your mortgage when interest rates are going to zero, right? You just ask yourself that, right? Like, if the interest bill's gone down from 5% to 4%, from 4% to 3%, from 3% to 2%, 2% to 1%, from 1% to 0%, there's no real benefit of actually paying off that mortgage because the interest is becoming cheaper and cheaper to maintain. However, having that extra cash flow, you could do other things. So some of my investors are restructuring their position and putting themselves in a position where they can cut back on work from 1 day per week. So instead of working 5 days, they're only working 4 days because the extra cash flow that they're saving can go directly into their pocket to support their lifestyle. So that's one option. Second option could be using that savings to put towards your next property deposit, obviously getting you closer to your financial goals. For me personally, every 0.25% is saving me about $40,000, $45,000 per year in costs. So it's basically every time the interest rates come down a 0.25%, I've got the ability to get a new deposit every year for another property. So the savings can be substantial. You need to ask yourself, what are your goals? What is your position like? There's no point paying the extra 10 grand a year or 7 grand a year or 5 grand a year or 20 grand a year, whatever you're saving, putting it back in the mortgage and then having to go back to the bank in 6 months' time and begging the bank to let you borrow more money and get your equity back out. So if you've got that extra savings, if you don't know what to do with it, speak to myself, speak to the team. We'll put you in the right direction as to what's best for your current position yourself. From, should you pay off the mortgage? Most people are just looking at, the news said to put it in the mortgage. The reality of it is the interest rates are going to zero. Putting it against the mortgage ain't going to do anything. For me personally, I'm using that capital to buy more assets whilst things are on sale. So there's no right or wrong. The one thing that I think is very important is to understand what your bigger term goals are, understand what is that plan of attack, what are you trying to achieve, and what the extra cash flow can do for you. As I said, some of my investors, it's a bit windy out here, guys. Some of my investors are taking the extra cash flow that they're saving and using that cash flow to cut back on days that they're working to get themselves closer to financial independence, to be able to do the things that they want, not be trapped into the job. So with it, any questions, feel free to write them in the comment section below. Send us an email, reach out to the team. You call us 1300 367 925. And don't forget to tag your mates into the comments here and share it around social media and give us a like. We'll catch up soon. Bye for now.